How do you provide your coach with the valuable feedback that they need in order to adjust and modulate your training program for the following weeks or for the following blocks or phases or mesocycles? Well, this video is hopefully going to answer that. So if I'm your coach, you're awesome as well. But also, this is essentially how I would like it, and this is how we would like it across the actual success, fitness, and training platform. Okay, so a couple things. If you always train at the same gym, don't really worry about adding the gym location. Not a big deal. You could just say like home base, right? Something like that. But where this gets kind of nice is like if you're training at, let's say, 3 to 4 different gyms, or maybe on different days of the week, you're training at different gyms, it's a good idea to add that in there just because every gym has different weights, cables are going to be different, so on and so forth. So therefore, if we see like reps and weights different, we can see, oh, well, they went to, that gym over there out in the country, and this time they were in the cities, they went to this gym, so on and so forth. But let's just say you went to success. Okay. Now, time of session, that one's pretty nice to see, mostly for programming, because we want to make sure that we're not making your program so long that you're not able to do them. So let's say that this one was 75 minutes, right? Start time, let's say that you started at, I don't know, we'll say 7 in the morning. It doesn't really matter, but we'll say a.m., right? And then for the date, obviously you just put whatever date it is. Pretty self-explanatory. It's actually today's date. Now, as you went through, and if you did all of these kind of workup, all the exercises that you had programmed, hopefully you had, everything written in with all the repetitions that you did, so on and so forth, you would go ahead and add up ratings. So the ratings are here, and as soon as you hit one, it's going to auto-populate over here. So super easy, minimal effort required. This was a pretty easy workout. To be honest, only like 6 sets total, something like that. Very easy workout overall. So let's just say that it was a 4. I'll kind of show you. Reasonable. Moderate effort, able to maintain or extend for extended periods. And then 10 is beyond hard, nearly impossible to complete, requiring extreme physical and mental strength. Hardest workout ever. Never hit a 10. I've hit some 9s. But I tend to report things pretty low. And it's not a big deal. If you're kind of a self-reporter, if you over-report things or under-report things typically, it's going to balance out over time. And we'll be able to learn you as a coach. We have a separate video about this, but essentially the set rating, weight ratings, so on and so forth. If you ever have like a specific problem or question or anything like that with one of the things, what I always recommend, it's easy to do on your computer. So I'll show you that here. You're going to do fill color. You can change it to whatever color you want. Just make sure it's different so that it's easy to see. If you right click on your mouse, if you're using your computer, you can insert a comment or a note. If you do a comment, I'll actually get a notification, or your coach will. If you do a note, that works out nice too. And you could just say, bad for my right shoulder or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's something you could do there. And then another thing is you could also just kind of add any notes that you wanted to in the session notes, but just make sure you say like, dumbbell single arm row, DB row was, whatever, ... whatever you kind of had issues with, or if you had questions, so on and so forth. And then you can reach out to your coach about that, or the coach will be kind of reviewing on a week-to-week basis. So that's essentially how you do it. And like I said, if you don't have any issues with it, you're not really filling out that much at all. You could do your reps in reserve if your coach is specifying that. It's really not very much. And then as you get through maybe after week 1, you really don't even have to change your weights and reps because those are going to be auto-changed for you, right? So very easy, and that's kind of the goal with this sheet.